Today we shall welcome Advocate MS Idris sir to this webinar. And before that, let us have a brief introduction of Advocate MS Idris sir. Sir is a seasoned academic and an accomplished teacher with a vast reservoir of knowledge and experience. He is a guru epitomized for shaping the lives of those who will shape the nation. If an aspirant wants to learn polity, constitution, and governance, he has to imbibe from a person who is deep rooted in the field with a thorough knowledge in UPSC preparation. Advocate Idris sir is one such guru who, for more than a decade, actively involved in shaping students' IAS dreams, and he is also a practicing lawyer for the past 17 years. He has the perfect understanding of the challenges and requisites of UPSC civil service exam preparation. Advocate MS Idris sir has qualified civil services mains many times and attended interviews, stands as a testimony to his competence and wisdom gained through the years. He holds degree in commerce and law, masters in human rights, religion and philosophy, LLM in criminology, UGC, NET. He had earlier served in government of Tamil Nadu. He is rightly called a walking encyclopedia. He has vast knowledge and great command over the subject which he teaches. Approachability, sensitivity towards students' needs, humility and dedication are some of his admirable qualities. So today we welcome you, sir, to this webinar, and over to you, sir.
Thank you, Anne, and hope I'm audible to all. And Mr. Chris and our Shashikan sir and Advocate Manoj, and more importantly our CEO Mr. Shashank and Romana sir and our Prithvi Kumar sir, and good, in a very short notice he also joined actually. And so all of you, it's very happy we be part of this program. Why civil service is what has been asked of me to speak about. Why civil services? Just a minute. Here, if you see, let us make it simple. The more important thing, let me not go deeper into any of the other issues or more concrete issues. When you start preparing seriously, anyway, you are going to see the history of civil service, how it came and all. Briefly, we will touch on that. But just why civil service? Why do we want to become a civil servant? What is that in us that we want to become or we aspire to become? The most simplest thing. Today you think you are a civil servant and you are there in Afghanistan, posted as a diplomat in Afghanistan. The level of influence what you are going to have, influence I am not meaning here negative power that you can do anything. No. How many lives are there at stake in your hand? In fact, that is what has driven you to come towards this exam also. It is that what has driven you to come towards this exam also. It is that motivating factor. The love for a recognition and identity which touches upon lives of millions of people. One job which can do that is civil services. That's the reason that why you people are here, we are all here. Why this aspiration as such. All this, the key reason is this. What it can bring in. The identity, what identity shows that you are shown to the people. The influence you can wield. Being an activist, you can help people. Mother Teresa has helped more than any other person could have helped. But to be a Mother Teresa, it takes a lot of time, guts, will. It's too hard, I will say. But becoming a civil servant and silently doing the work of Mother Teresa is easier. Yes, it is easier, certainly easier. Reason is simple, that through a stroke of your pen, you can reach millions of people. That is what civil service. That is the glamour that what it has got. That is what pulls us towards this. This we shall understand in first place. Secondly, these civil services, what we are talking about now, right from Cornwallis time, 1780s, it's there. He was the first one to get it divided into two, covenanted, upper covenanted and lower covenanted services. And take my word, from then on, though till 1853, it was a nominated post. After 1853 only, it became a post whereby people are selected through exams. And first one was in 1863, Satyendranath Tagore. But the idea here is, the Britishers, though they ruled us for this many number of years, on one institution they made it very clear that they won't tamper upon that institution. That one institution they won't tamper upon. That was civil service. They believed, and it is true, that civil services happens to be the steel frame which can knit this diversified country together. If this country has to be knitted together, stay together, it is one force which can do, one institution which can do. And that is this bureaucracy, that is this civil service. They were clear about it. And several times they have uttered, any institution we may tamper, but one institution we will strengthen rather than tampering it down. That is civil service. Reason is, it paid huge dividend for them. It is that what helped them govern this diversified nation into one. In fact, it is they who brought these various races and the boundaries into one whole, one group, one setup. So that was possible due to them. And it was this civil service right before independence. Earlier it was called the covenanted services, later on the imperial civil service, and then the Indian civil service. It goes this way. Our freedom fighters, be it Sardar Patel, be it Nehru, be it any of them, the top brass of the freedom fighters openly have stated that after attaining independence, one of the first thing is to dismantle this civil service. But when we received it, when we got independence, let me put it clear, when we got independence, they clearly understood. At one point, the Telangana insurrection started, the left-wing movement in Andhra, Tebaga movement, again a left-wing movement going on in Bengal. Numerous kingdoms wanted to remain separate. Pakistan on one side, again the partition, the scars of partition. It was not even a scar, it was a wound at that time. These kind of situations, secessionism was a norm running throughout the territory of India. These times, these same people who said that after attaining independence, we will dismantle this civil service because it is neither Indian nor any service oriented, they said, but they realized without such an institution, we cannot maintain it. And right then on, they made it a point to strengthen it. So what I am saying, right from 1780s, what was there still stays, and it gets strengthened day by day. The number of people getting recruited may differ from government to government, year to year. But the importance, the clamor, what it has got stays, and it is bound to stay. The reason is simple. It has paid huge dividend to this great country called India, kept it unified. It is this what has kept it unified. That is what that makes the difference. And civil services, okay, becoming a civil servant, what can I do? Great wonders can be done. As I have told to you, how much ever rules are there, most importantly, a human empathy. our Shashikant sir also mentioned about it. The empathy towards things. It's not sympathy. Empathy means what? Sympathy is you look at someone and feel for them is sympathy. But you go to elevate the issue is empathy. Civil servant has the right of that empathy and he can easily go and do that. Go that extra mile. Empathize and do. Yes, he has that opportunity to. As I have told, you are in Afghanistan now as a diplomat holding Indian flag. What good can you do to the people there? What good can you do to the Indians there or even the people there? When we are allowed for emergency visas for 6 months period of time, irrespective of religion from Afghanistan to be given in India, you are the one who is going to process it. That is what the civil service is. That makes the whole lot of a difference. That is what allows us or inspires us to crave for it. Even after all this 200 years, still the craving is there. This is the primary reason why we crave for it. Even if you see the preparation part, everybody have touched about it. Simplest thing, more elaborately also, it would be dealt later by Mr. Prithvi Kumar, I suppose. He will deal it. Importantly, if you see civil services, there is one thing. Usually, the person, many times we ourselves have seen, those who prepare, those who go with the great intention, and those who come with the very intention, but later on becoming serious, that the later people clear fast. Okay, that's true too. Because maybe it started all that way. Till 1853, from 1780s, it was a nominated post. The English used to nominate, East India Company used to nominate people for civil service. No writing exam, nothing. After 1853, the selection mode came up. And you have to go to 1861, only the Act came. That is the Indian Civil Service Act 1861. Based on it only, the recruitment all started. In that, if you see, after 1861, Indians have to travel all the way to London to write the exam. Actually, Satyendranath Tagore and his friend Manmohan Ghose. Actually, Manmohan Ghose was very, he was so, attached to civil services. At any cost, he wanted to become. But Satyendranath Tagore wanted to become, but going to London for this purpose, writing, staying, not that greatly interested. It was his friend, Manmohan Ghose, who encouraged him. Both of them traveled, both of them studied. Manmohan Ghose didn't clear. Ultimately, he became a big advocate, actually. Bharat Law and became a big advocate. But he became the first Indian civil service, Indian to become a civil servant. Who? Satyendranath Tagore. By becoming, be it that time or this time, where are all you involved? Policy making, you are involved. Implementation, you are involved. You are involved in law and order, maintaining law and order. In fact, a politician in our country, and particularly all democratic countries, we can say, they have the greatest right, which nobody has got. The right is what? You can promise anything. Only politician can do. Others cannot do. But whatever they promise, it has to be brought to the table, it has to be implemented in the field. The only person whom he will also depend is civil servant. Never to forget. A civil servant is a permanent executive. A politician is his boss, no doubt about it. He stays for 5 years. After 5 years, it's different. Our Romana sir is there. Respectful Mr. Oman Chandi may not be there today. Even after retirement, the influence what our Romana sir heals is far greater because he has worked throughout. the state of Kerala, for more than 40 years. And still, lot of consultancy works and all these things he is involved in. A politician may come and go, how much big they are, but a civil servant's influence, civil servant's act stays. It is he who brings things to reality. So be it policy formulation, be it putting things into action, even an answer a politician has to give in the parliament or an assembly, given by, he asks the civil servant, it is through him that it goes. So, keeping this in mind, why civil services? This is why civil service. This is what it garners. This is what it has gotten. This is why there is a craving for this exam. People go into IITs, IIMs, gold medalist, get a great job, highly paid job, yet they leave everything and come for this. Only purpose is what you can do. It is a chance that is given to you to be a better human. Not being human of Salman Khan, this is better human. Okay. So with this, I thank for this opportunity to be given to speak on this topic, and I now turn it to Anne, and they can take over. Thank you all. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir, for your words. And why civil services? Of course, sir's words must have given you all the answers and why you are here today to all the aspirants.